Uh, I think there's nothing to talk about here. If a group of people, out of desperation, decides to have a kindred meeting, that should not bother anybody. And I've advised Nation Week, stop this. The joke is becoming too much. There is a substituting order of a court, few days to this issue of Congress, that exercise can no longer hold. But he decided in his desperation, alongside with his supporters, to gather themselves in their hideout and conducted what I call a kindred meeting. So what the wike group had yesterday in the name of Congress is nothing but a kindred meeting. In Igbo, we call it meeting umonna. It doesn't go anywhere. It ends there. They are talking to themselves. And it's a nullity. Let me tell you why it's a nullity, and it's very simple. As long as there was a substituting order and he proceeded to do it, the court in question will void whatever is the outcome of that exercise. As it is today, there is no working PDP in Rivers because we have a group of people who are in what we call PDP APC invading our party and trying to take control of the party. And let me also advise, because recently when we came here, we had the violence that happened. And I will advise the Commissioner of Police. There was one man that used to be here then, I think Joseph from Bo or somebody, who was also dancing naked with Wike. Today he's somewhere. He retired a shameful officer. So I will advise the CP. You say you heard about one order in Abuja, but you didn't hear the order from River State, which was advertised on national papers, ordered by the court. It was an order to the whole world. You are away. But you choose to be running as if to say you are running a political security outfit for Nyesom Wike because they're calling from Abuja. And I will advise the Inspector General of Police and the President to call the CP to order, if possible, even remove him. Because that part he's taking can inflame the already inflamed situation in the country. Look at what is happening all over the country. And they claim to love the president, but they want to destabilize River State. And that will affect the president. The government is finding it hard in terms of addressing the economic challenges of our people. And here you have a group of people who claim to be working for the president, but because of their greed, that they want to plug a pipe to state resources, they are willing to burn down the state. And the whole thing baffles because what is even the crux of this matter? We were here when former speaker and the former lawmaker, what they call him, and his group, woke up one morning, even when there was no crisis, and joined the APC, thinking that by joining the APC, Tinubu will help them to illegally remove Obara from office. It backfired. They didn't think it would, because there was one man in Abuja who was so desperate to capture Rivers State. As is a private estate. Now you run into APC. Now you're running back looking for a court that will give you a judgment that you're still a lawmaker. At the moment they decamp, which all of you are aware, there was no division in the People's Democratic Party. So as long as there's no division, the constitution is very clear. It's automatic. Your seat is vacant. You don't even need anybody to declare it vacant. It's on that ground that the new leadership emerged. So all this struggle is for him to regain the State House of Assembly legitimacy for the purpose of forcing the governor out of office so they can have access to the resources of the people. And those people are no longer lawmakers, like I told you. And the earlier, the better I think it's high time both the CP, he needs to get it into his head. They cannot come back. It doesn't matter if you give them tactical support on the street of Port Harcourt for them to be mening and destroying and killing people. They can no longer come back. And nobody can remove Fubara from office. It's only the people that elected them. And that Congress they claim to have done, which I told you people, is nothing but kindred meeting. But I know, my friend, yes, we will never get tired of doing these things. But I can tell you here, as a stakeholder in this party, that it is a nullity. It's meeting no money. It goes to nothing. So it is of no use. It's all this comment that comes from things we used to hear from Mobutu Sese Zaire. These are guys who, I pity them. Their tenure finished. But because there is one Nebuchadnezzar in Abuja who told them that they can remain in office and continue to touch the resources of the people, even when their constitutional tenure have expired. It's only a politically mad person that don't understand that tenure is something that is sacred and is a sacred principle of democracy, that you have a tenure limit. That tenure have ended. And then you go to 1 2-bedroom in Emuha and say you have changed the local government law, you can stay in office forever. Well, has that ever happened before? So I think I need to advise them that it's over. There is no power on human earth that can return them to an office that their tenure have expired. I think they need to get it into their head and let them try to take over the local government system. If that's what they want, let them try. And they will see the consequence. How did they leave the office before? Were they not trying to bring magistrates from Maraba to come and swear them in the morning of that day? When the people of River State rose, didn't they run into Bayelsa? So which local government are they going to take over? They cannot take any local government over. And if that CP is promising them, it's a joke. It won't work. That era is over. We're talking about the election in the matter of weeks. And people are participating, people are preparing for election. There's going to be election here. And the people of Rivers will elect the kind of local government chairman they want and 319 councillors they want. The era of those Hallelujah boys who are working for the FCTV is gone. That era is gone. Both the Hallelujah boys in the state legislature that are no longer lawmakers and the Hallelujah boys in the local government, those tenures have expired. We have moved into the new future, and that is future of Rivers First and development. And as a leader and a leading member of the opposition, I cannot sit back and allow these children of Mobutu's style of politics destroy any part of the opposition-controlled state. Well, like I said, it's an ongoing process. We have been mandated to conduct a forensic investigation that is ongoing. So I'm not at liberty to discuss about what we have agreed. We have agreed at the level of subcommittee, the information we gather from stakeholders when we're here. We're going to continue to different parts of the country before we commence the public hearing, and then you will know the direction we are taking. So anything I say now might hamper the neutrality that everybody expects of me as I preside over the forensic audit.